This air compressor used to be at a gas station. Compressor went out and it was $1,350 for the replacement. At that price, the owners of the gas station chose not to fix it and to get something smaller. They gave me what was left of the old unit, and I'm putting on a Harbor Freight 5 horsepower compressor on it. Wasn't 100% sure how to do this product, but figured I could figure it out. Inside the box, you got the manual, 2 filters, and the compressor itself. In my opinion, they slightly overcomplicated the instructions on how to get the pulley size. You can read the manual and figure out all the math, or you can just take 15 to 25 divided by the RPMs of the motor, and for me, the pulley needs to be 8 3/4 on my motor. One of the most important things when installing this compressor is make sure it is square and in line with the motor. If not, belts will jump the pulley and you're going to chew through belts really quick. Drill a pilot hole, drill a second pilot hole, then finally the 3/4 inch bit. Constantly checking to make sure that it is square and in line with the motor. You'll need to drill 4 3/4 inch holes, 5 1/4 and 10 inches on center. Once you get everything drilled, really important to make sure everything is square. Once you confirmed it's good, you can bolt it down. It is recommended that you use grade 5 bolts or better. I don't want these nuts coming off, so I'm also using some lock washers. Depending on your setup, you'll need different 1/2 inch belts, and your setup for how to get air out of the compressor and into the tank will probably be different than mine. I'm choosing to use part of the old copper tubing and some 3/4 inch suction line from an old HVAC system. I did not have the ability to bend soft copper like this. I was just going to use the tool to bend EMT conduit, but Paul was kind enough to stop by and help me out. In order to connect the new copper to the old copper, we're going to swedge it and braze it. We'll do one final check before we make our final cut, deburr it in preparation for flaring, and it is important not to forget to put the nut on before you flare it. Unfortunately, I did not have the tool to flare 3/4 inch copper. Once again, Paul was kind enough to help me out on that. Once we've confirmed everything fits like it's supposed to, we are going to braze these 2 pipes together. Once that's done, we're going to screw in this compression adapter and finish installing our copper tube to the compressor and to the tank. We're going to throw a little bit of compressor oil on this flare, use our German torque wrench, and make sure it's good and tight. One of the more important steps is to make sure it is filled with compressor oil. This particular compressor took about 1.5 quarts. Get both filters installed, then make sure we've got enough oil. Rotation direction of the compressor does not matter. This one can go clockwise or counterclockwise. Very important to make sure you got a safety shroud, and for less than $200, we have a new compressor. This compressor is rated to go to 145. The cutoff is set to 140. But kind of happy how this thing turned out. So, done with this and on to the next project.